Good afternoon, our dear parents and viewers. This is Our Lady of Africa Junior School, Bukasa, and my name is Natkunda Daniela, a primary 6 pupil. We have come to show you some of the art and technology we always do at school. Us as P6 pupils, we have come to show you how they make washing soap. We have many detergents here we make at school, but us we have come to show you specifically about washing soap. When we are making washing soap, first you have to be in an open place. The reason why you be in an open place is that you may suffocate. As you're melting these chemicals, like palm kernel oil, here it's already melted. You may suffocate as you're melting it if you are not in an open place. You have to be with a mask as I'm wearing it. We have some chemicals here, like this chemical, or caustic soda. For them, they can evaporate when you leave them open. So the moment you come, then you inhale them, you can die. You have to be with gloves. Gloves, if you mix this caustic soda as you see it here, the moment it splashes on me, it can itch and even I can get wounds on my skin. So I make sure I have gloves. So we also have ingredients like palm kernel oil, soda ash, caustic soda, sodium silicate, and many more others. But first, we also have these things like a weighing scale. We have a hygrometer. Let me welcome Okello Frederick to explain for you the use of a hygrometer and a weighing scale.
My name is Okello Frederick, and I'm going to explain much about the hydrometer. First, this is the hydrometer we are talking about. Let me first define the term hydrometer. This is an instrument used to measure the density, gravity of specific liquid. This is the one we are using it in the process of making bar soap. And there are two types of hydrometer, low and high hydrometer. So this one we are using is the high hydrometer. And it has some three major colors. Green, which is the alkaline, white, which is acidic, and red, which is the neutral. So this hydrometer, it is very delicate. You have to catch it. If you are using it, you have to handle it very gently, because if it falls down, it may break and it will no longer work. So this is the way this hydrometer works in the process of making bar soap. This hydrometer, we use it to measure the caustic soda before making the bar soap. The moment you make your caustic soda and you make the soap without using this hydrometer to measure the caustic soda, your soap will burn and inch people. So to prevent that, we first use the hydrometer to measure the caustic soda. Remember, we say caustic soda is the most dangerous chemicals. We use it in the process of making bar soap. So this is the way an hydrometer works in the process of making bar soap. So after making your caustic soda, you first put it in a measuring cylinder, and you first put the hydrometer to first measure it. If it is real, the caustic soda has not passed in water, or water is not more than the caustic soda. So the moment you dip your hydrometer in the caustic soda and you think deeper, it means water is more than the caustic soda, so we had caustic soda. Or again, if you put an hydrometer in a caustic soda and it just remains on top, it means that caustic soda is more than water, so we had water.
Thank you very much, Okello, for inviting me here. Dear viewers, my name is Achi Tracy, and I'm here to talk about the caustic soda. This caustic soda you see here in a liquid form. It can also be called sodium hydroxide. And this caustic soda is the most dangerous chemical used while making soap. Here it's how it looks like when we have not yet dissolved it in water. This caustic soda, if it lands on your skin, it can burn the skin, or if you inhale it frequently, it can go and damage the respiratory system. This caustic soda, if it goes in contact with your eyes, it can even lead to blindness. This caustic soda is supposed to be made, or it's a must that it should be made a day before making your soap. This caustic soda, if you want to make it at that moment, you might not get the chance because it has to be 24 hours. The reason is this caustic soda is very hot. Even though you get water from the fridge and you dissolve your caustic soda, it will remain hot and you'll see that steam coming up. And if you touch on the container, it is very hot. This caustic soda, if you want to make 1 bar of soap, you measure 89 grams. If you want to make 2, just add 89 plus 89, that's 178 grams. This caustic soda, it goes through a process called saponification. Saponification is the process by which soap is hardened. That's why we need the hygrometer to measure the caustic soda. If the caustic soda is more than the water, your hydrometer will show you. That's why the red part is acidic. That means if you don't measure with the hydrometer, when people are using the soap for washing, it will itch the people or it will burn their skin. That's why it is a must that you have to use a hydrometer.
My name is Hydrometer K, and I'm here to explain about the use of palm kernel oil and palm oil in soap making. First, this is the way it looks like in melted form. It's like real oil. That's what it looks like in melted form. Before you melt it, it is solid. It kind of looks like mashed matoke. And the palm oil, it is already in oil form. So when you're making bar soap, you melt both of the chemicals together, both of the oils together. And after melting them, you leave them to cool for some time. The measurements for measuring them are, when you're making 1 bar of soap, only 1 bar, you measure 500 grams of palm kernel oil. That's say you're only using palm kernel oil. And if you're using both palm oil and palm kernel oil, you measure 500 grams of palm oil and 500 grams of palm kernel oil. Then after you melt them. After melting them, you leave them to cool for some time. Then after you get them, you mix them with other chemicals. And those two substances are the base of the soap as you're making. They are like the main ingredients in making soap. So this palm kernel oil gives the soap cleansing abilities and gives the soap lather. Like when you're washing, the other substance that comes in the water, it is because of the palm kernel oil. And the palm oil makes the soap long last. It has an acid called stearic acid. It helps it to long last.
My name is Ananda Jasmine and I've come to talk about kaolin powder. This is how it looks like. First of all, kaolin powder acts as the riser and filler during soap production. So when you're making 1 bar of soap, we measure 26 grams of kaolin powder using our scale and our container. And in case you want to make more than 1 bar of soap, you keep on multiplying by the number of bars you want.
Hello, my name is Nachukude MD and I've come here to explain about sodium silate. This is the way it looks like. Sodium silate is a hardening substance that prevents separation of chemicals during the process of making soap. If we are making 1 bar of soap, we measure 200 grams. And if we are making 2 bars of soap, we multiply 200 grams plus 2 times 2. Then we get a total of 400 grams.
They have this titi. In other words, it can be called titanium or color. We have a lot of different colors. We have white, we have green, we have brown. Our dear viewers, when you buy this soap, you always see brown and blue. We commonly see it because it's the cheapest, but white ties most especially white. When you use white titi, you're gonna come out with a bar soap which looks like this, white. We also have green, but when you're using titi, you make sure you put little. Most of the blue soap, as for you use it, it leaves stains in your white shirt when you use it. So, as we put extremely little, here we have used green. So, we also have our perfume. We have lots of perfumes, but most of other perfumes fall in bathing soap. So, this is washing soap, so we are using lemon. I would like to send my sincere thanks to the director, principal, and head teacher plus the support staff who brought up this idea of setting up art and technology in this school. we have benefited a lot more that we know how to make even washing soap. After mixing all those chemicals, you put that it will be like in a liquid form. You place it here, then it will solidify in 24 hours. The next day you will get it when it's already solid, then you shape it, then it's soap. If you support us, we shall develop a factory whereby we even just go and take, and even we do not buy soap. Our parents, if you bring your child here, you don't need to buy soap. You just pay like around 5,000, and then they just give us bars of soap because we have a factory. We are going to develop more and more if you support us, our dear viewers. Thank you for listening. May God bless you.